Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of this series, this vulnerability series. I don't know exactly what I'm calling it yet, but just raw and real, me just shooting this here in the privacy of my own home. Hopefully somebody can relate to this. But typically to those guys out there that are in their late 30s, 40s, maybe you've gone through divorce already, maybe you have failed relationships, maybe you've never been in a relationship, maybe you isolate a lot, maybe you just reach for the things that just give you a dopamine hit. I talked to you a little bit yesterday about doing a detox from like social media or from friendships or whatever it may be. And honestly, guys, like we are in dopamine overload. Sometimes I think those people that are addicted to porn, they're addicted to a dopamine rush, and it's the closest thing to crack or cocaine or whatever that can give them that hit. And they say your brain actually, when you look at pornography, it ignites those. It can be one of the most addicting things. And then eventually, it just doesn't give you the same hit that it used to. You gotta get numb to it. It also can numb you out in life, as far as just not enjoying life to its fullest. I have noticed as I've gotten older and I've gotten a little bit less hopeful of relationships. I've been disappointed in relationships. I've been disappointed in the opposite sex with women. I've been disappointed in myself. I see how men are these days, and men are a lot of boys pretending to be men, and we're just I don't know, the dating culture here in 2025 as I post this heading into 2026, 2027, it's a mess. It's just hookup culture central, and I don't really ascribe to that. However, have I done the hookup thing? Sure, I have. I'm not proud of that by any means, but hey, let's be vulnerable for a second, okay? I've reached for pornography at times just to feel something, and I've noticed as I've gotten older, it's gotten much easier to reach for those things. Even in my other videos, in my other series, I talk a whole topic, a step about the dangers of pornography. Guys, just because you know it up here doesn't mean that you walk and talk it every day and do it and live by those actions, or have that self-control and self-discipline. I fail in that. I struggle in that. That's why I can speak on it. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you've just kind of checked out from real life and kind of gone into a virtual world of pornography and pleasing, trying to get pleased that way. Or maybe it's just a dopamine addiction to dopamine that you need a break from. So just consider that like a detox. I would also say that as I've gotten in this place of life, that often I don't feel seen. Often I feel unappreciated. And I think when you get to that place, it's easier to isolate and go inside yourself. And even though you know it up here, you don't act it out. And it's kind of hypocritical, right? So if you can relate to that, hey, there is hope. We'll talk about that more later.